Good morning, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Sharp from room 104 in pre-K, and I wanted to read you one of my favorite spring stories. This book is called Woolbur. There he is. It's by Leslie Helikoski. She's the author, and what does the author do again? That's right, the author writes the words of the story. The illustrator is Lee Harper. And what does the illustrator do? Yes, the illustrator draws all the pictures in the book. So I'm reading you this book because it's a story that I got for my children for Easter many years ago. Easter's coming up, so I thought this would be a fun story to read. You can see it says, "To Maddie and Henry, may you always follow your dreams. Happy Easter, love Mommy, 2008. Okay, so here we have Woolbur. There he is up on the ladder. Oh, Woolbur had a little trouble with the herd today, said Ma. What happened? Asked Pa. I don't want to stand still with the sheep, said Woolbur. I ran with the dogs instead. But those dogs are half wild, said Pa. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? They'll run circles around you, said Ma. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? Don't worry, said Grandpa. But Ma and Pa pulled on their wool all night long. Woolbur had a little trouble in the shearing barn today, said Ma. What happened? Asked Pa. I don't want to shear my wool, said Woolbur. Being woolly feels nice. But it's springtime, said Pa. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? Your wool is so long, said Ma. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? Don't worry, said Grandpa. But Ma and Pa pulled on their wool all night long. Woolbur had a little trouble carding wool today, said Ma. What happened? Asked Pa. I carded my own wool, said Woolbur. No more tangles. Look at him. But sheep don't card wool on their bodies, said Pa. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? You look so different, said Ma. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? Don't worry, said Grandpa. Oh, but Ma and Pa pulled on their wool all night long. Woolbur had a little trouble spinning today, said Ma. What happened? Said Pa. I rode around on the spinning wheel, said Woolbur. It was fun. But spinning is not supposed to be fun, said Pa. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? Your yarn is all loopy, said Ma. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? Don't worry, said Grandpa. But Ma and Pa pulled on their wool all night long. Woolbur had a little trouble dyeing wool today, said Ma. What happened? Asked Pa. Instead of dyeing the yarn, I dyed myself, said Woolbur. I like experimenting. You look unbelievable, said Pa. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? Oh, it will never wash out, said Ma. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? Don't worry, said Grandpa. But Ma and Pa pulled on their wool all night long. trouble weaving today, said Ma. What happened? Asked Pa. I put my head in the loom, said Woolbur, to weave my own forelock. But that's not what you were shown, said Pa. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? It's unheard of, said Ma. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? Look at his wool. Don't worry, said Grandpa. But Ma and Pa pulled on their wool all night long. Oh my goodness, look at, they're pulling it so long. Finally, Ma and Pa took Woolbur aside and said, You must follow the flock, dear. It is what we sheep do. From now on, you will stay with the herd like everyone else. You will shear wool like everyone else. You will card wool like everyone else. You will spin wool like everyone else. You will dye wool like everyone else. You will weave wool like everyone else. Oh, said Woolbur. He thought and thought all night long. And from then on, he taught everyone to run with the dogs, to let their wool grow, to card their own wool, to spin crazy yarn, to experiment with colors, and to weave their forelocks. See, he's being like everyone else. Ma and Pa put their heads in their hooves and sighed. Oh, Woolbur does not think like we do, said Ma. I know, said Pa. Now everyone looks like Woolbur and acts like Woolbur, said Ma. I know, said Pa. How will we ever find him? Don't worry, said Grandpa. The end. I hope you enjoyed our springtime story, and I hope that you all follow your dreams too. See you next time.